Now that we got your calories, your macros, meaning protein, fat, and carbs all set up, calculated and all that, let's enter it into a calorie tracker. I use MyFitnessPal because it is the world's #1 most popular, widely used nutrition tracking software there is out there. Plus it's reliable. If you see MFP, that's just short for MyFitnessPal. So again, it's a nutrition tracker. It tracks your calories as you input your food that you've eaten, and it also breaks your calories down into macros, which are protein, fat, and carbs. In the previous video, the document, we've calculated your calories and your macros. Now let's enter it into MyFitnessPal because we want to get the right protein, fat, and carbs and the right calories. So MyFitnessPal is sometimes out to lunch when it comes to calculating calories and all that stuff. So let's open it up. I'll show you how to do it. Go into your diary, and there's a number of ways you could get in there. Hit that top pie chart or the top right pie chart, or you can hit the numbers, that -370. Doesn't matter. The pie chart's easy. On an Apple phone, it looks a little bit different, so you'll just have to find a way to get into this macros tab. So it might come up in the nutrients first. You'll just have to go to the macros, and you'll see carbs, fat, protein there. Hit the blue percentages. There's many ways of getting into this page. I'm just showing you one. So MyFitnessPal typically enters your calories really low. In this case, it's suggested 1,500 for me. I can actually eat 2,100 calories. There we go. Now we need to set the carbs, fat, and protein that the macro calculator above calculated for you. MyFitnessPal just does it for random general people. You're a dude, you're here, you want to lift, you want to build muscle, you want to burn body fat. The macros that were just calculated out for you in the sheet above, those are the ones you need if you want to build muscle, you want to start burning body fat, you want a physique. So let's enter them in. My protein and my fat and carbs have been calculated. I can only change them in percentages in MyFitnessPal's free version. If you have the paid version, you could just enter in the gram amounts right in as seen. With a free version, it's good enough. So I want to change first my protein. I can eat about 190 grams protein. Round it, get pretty close. 183 is close enough. If I go over that, it goes to 210. So 190, 183 gets me close enough. Next is fat. It's not far off. I have to get 76 grams fat. 81 is good. Protein and fat, those are minimum amounts. You want to eat those or more. So protein and fat, again, what I'm inputting are minimum amounts. I want to at least get pretty close to those, but preferably hit them or go higher. Carbs, that's the remainder. So I want to stay under carbs. The more fat and protein I eat in the day, I'll have to eat less carbs. So the number at the bottom right, you can see 120% and it's red. I need to adjust carbs so that number gets close to 100% and I'm at 157 grams carbs. That is pretty close to my tracking sheet. So again, add yours in there. Make sure that number totals up to 100%. If it doesn't, you'll just have to tweak things a little bit more, but you can only adjust your macros in 5% intervals. So once I got that, check mark, we're good to go. Double check as well that you got all of these right, because moving forward, you're going to be logging food and cross-referencing that you're getting the right calories, protein, carbs, and fat. If you get it wrong here, then everything will be off moving forward. So double check, cross-reference. I got my 2,100 calories, protein looking good, fat, carbs looking good, perfect. Now I can go back and I can start logging in my food. Let's say tomorrow, we're going to go in tomorrow and we're going to add some meals. Here we go, eggs. And I'm going to add in just 3 large eggs. There we go. Just to give you an idea, it comes up with the carbs, fat, protein in the 3 large eggs. Check. We'll add that in there. Now we have 215 calories, and you can see at the top my 2,100 calories that I'm allowed in the day. It subtracts the 215 calories that I just logged from the eggs, and I'm left with 1885. If I want to check and see more nutritious values, what I have logged in so far is there. Nutrients, this is a good tab to go to. So that's one tab over from the macros that we just set, or you can change your macros this way. And in this nutrient tab, we can see all the good details from protein, carbs, fat, but also sugar and the different types of fat. You can even see fiber in here. There's all kinds of good information in this nutrients tab. So if you ever need to see that, hit that green number, or it turns red when you've gone over. Hopefully it doesn't, or black, depending on what version. And that way you can see exactly what's going on. Remember that pie chart at the top right, that's another way to get into that page. And you can see what calories are in the food that you're logging. Also, protein, carbs, and fat, extremely important. Go ahead, log yours, change your numbers, and start making some progress.